Positive cash flow. This is what we tell you we're going to help you create. Is this some kind of secret formula? No. Actually, it's applying some common sense factors and business principles in order for you to create the positive cash flow. What are some of these things we're going to apply? Well, first of all, let's look at some facts. If you want someone to do something, the best way to get them to do it, give them money, which is exactly what governments do to encourage certain behavior. We also know that worldwide economies right now are very weak. How do we know this? Because we're living it every day. So, in order to encourage specific behavior, in other words, economic growth, governments will provide incentives in the areas that will do just that. So, providing government incentives to provide growth is stimulating small business. Small business is the strongest sector of any economy and has the most growth. And then you consider the fact that over half of all small businesses are home-based businesses. Now you understand exactly why governments will provide incentives for you to have a home-based business. This is where the economy grows. You're a part of it. So, this is why we say you would be brain dead not to start a home-based business. Of course, this isn't my quote. This is a quote by Sandy Bobkin, CPA, former IRS attorney, and founder of the Tax Reduction Institute. So what's the fuss about becoming a business owner? Well, consider our objective is for you to be able to keep more of your own money. Now, we do this by showing you how to take tax credits that you're entitled to in your status as a small business operator. You apply these tax credits not only to the income generated by your new home-based business, but also affects your existing income. And then we will take a look at what you're normally withholding, and each and every pay cycle giving the government to hold for you, you can actually reduce this, which will put us closer to our objective, which is to increase your take-home pay. You should be able to increase your take-home pay from your existing job or income by $200 to $600 or more per month. So, this is how we achieve the positive cash flow we speak of even before you add any customers to your new business. Some considerations. First of all, when we use this type of information, let's use it as a guideline. Always consult tax and or financial advisors in these matters. They're people you will be paying to make sure that your interests are covered. The IRS site, irs.gov, is an excellent source of this type of information, as well as the Small Business Administration site. Now, when we're talking about certain deductions, always consider that, as a rule, in order to be deductible, a business expense must be both ordinary and necessary. An ordinary expense is one that is common and accepted in your business. A necessary expense is one that is helpful and appropriate for your business. An expense does not have to be indispensable to be considered necessary. So a good question for us to ask at this point, what is your business? Well, consider the fact that you're going to be providing people the ability to start their own home-based business, as well as a business model which will generate an income. Therefore, anyone who wants to have an additional income, or anyone that has income or knows somebody who does have income, should be a potential customer. So any place you are where there are potential customers, you're conducting your business. We keep those things in mind as we consider some common deductions. For example, let's talk about a standard mileage deduction. Well, consider the fact that most people drive an average of 15,000 miles per year. Well, to be conservative, let's just say that half of those miles are going to be considered business deduction miles. Because remember, you're going places where your potential customers are. So we would take that and break it down by month to 625 miles. Well, you're able to legitimately take a credit for 56.5 cents for every mile driven for business use of your car. And that's from the first mile from when you leave your home. 56.5 cents per mile. Let's look at this in the reverse. If you're not claiming this particular credit, just consider every 2 miles throwing a dollar bill out the window, because that's exactly what's happening by not taking a legitimate deduction that you're entitled to. So when you do take this deduction, that equals an additional $353.13 per month. That means that much of your income is no longer taxable. This comes out to $4,237.50 per year. And that's just one of many, many deductions. So we reduce your tax burden, and we continue to provide you more and more pieces of the larger puzzle. That puzzle being your objective of not only creating a positive cash flow, but by having an income generating business. So we're going to create this positive cash flow, and we're going to do it by not only teaching you week after week classes, providing you recordings of past and previous instruction, as well as a very extensive library of all of the information needed to not only form your new business, but take this business model we show you, market it, operate it, and make it work for you. So by putting all these puzzle pieces together, you are interacting on a constant and continuous basis to make this business work for you. We will always be looking at every new facet, every existing facet, and everything necessary for you to be able to take advantage and profit from your new business. And that is the Quattro Education System. The ability to immediately create this positive cash flow and then create an income from your business model, the one that we show you, as well as any other business model that you want to put together. Your information, this information, benefits you and all those that you come in contact with.